No. I'm tired. What's up, Flame Wheel? I went to go and get something to eat, and I ate a whole rotisserie chicken. And now I'm practically in a food coma. What's everybody up to? Besides you fucking nerds in the goddamn general chat. Nerding out, huh? So for those who are curious, if you're currently watching and you're hanging out with the donators in general, you can speak in the text channel. You can't speak in the voice channel. Just that's how I set it up. So they get a private channel to talk with each other and talk to themselves. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong bong bong. God damn, that woman has a fat ass. Bum 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 bum. I currently cannot hear the music. What's up, Jordan? I'm still middle of the line. We do dose of those, save, close. Yeah. And if you want to be free, be free. Million miles of you go. So where do I go with this? Do I go? Or do I follow the river? So you've just installed a mod that you think would make Genesis's reprogramming workshops OP. Yeah, well, then don't install a mod that's gonna make shit OP. If you want to stay no, stay no. Duh. The fuck do you mean? So we follow in the river. 'Cause why not? Mm. Bing bong. Oh, you got the broken. Yeah. You know what I probably just did? I probably just. Oh. Bing bong. So we follow in the river. Still. Render. And then project. Saving, shish kebabbing. Wait, what version are you on? Are you on 9? Are you talking about these? Or do you mean specifically like this guy? The ones with the lost robots or whatever. Because if you mean those, then no. Yeah. So then the honest answer is no. I'm not gonna add anything like that. All right, so where are we at? We're here. dose. So how do I want to have these guys? Because I want them here, but... Rebel round 2. The same. Is it the best policy? What if you get shot? Being honest. The same. Oh, let me see. And what I want to do is I want to do... And then... For Big Bob. Oh. Maybe what I would do is something like this. I'm so sad that this tree is just now gone. And the only thing I have left is this. Lame. Okay, I'm not entirely sold on those being there. Rebel round dose. Make sure it's with a what? When Jordan shoots me. I think Jordan is more likely to kiss me than he is, oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Just close the game. Yeah. Jordan is more likely to kiss me on the lips than he is to shoot me. Bonk bonk. Wake up. This is my new ASMR stream. Wow, can you guys hear that? ASMR. Wow, ASMR, wow. Yeah, I find ASMR to be weird too. Very weird. Now we need an ASMR sound alert. I'm good. Oh, I've got to go back to fucking... Come here. Come here. No, not you. Minimize. You. God damn it, guys. You broke the fucking... sound. My alerts.
Hello, motherfucker.
You guys want to hear the most cringe shit ever? Sorry.
Okay. Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extreme noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Ooh. Couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your Nicky wacky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me like my widow baby, tail for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey, sazzles and wuzzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch, you think you can help me? Only 7 inches long, ooh, please adopt me. Pause on your butt as I lick my lips. Ooh, punish me please. Gotta hit him with this furry shit, he don't see it coming.
Is it over yet? I can't hear it. Hold on. Who the hell made this again?
Pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Ooh. Couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your Nicky wacky till day Matilda.
Oh, it's this one.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so
No, it's this one.
I wanted to be a cowboy, baby. I wanted to be a cowboy, baby.
I'm gonna get copyright struck.
I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Cowboy. 27. I wanna be a cowboy. Right until the day is done. I wanna be a cowboy. No red lights in sight, just my cold to the sky. Kicking up dust, got a train to go by. Stay, don't see me coming, cause we riding at the
Oh, he's got such a good voice.
party. Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Oh, it fucking makes me cringe, but I like it so much. Fight, fight, fight. Damn. Get bodied, bitch. That's what I need to do. I need to become a VTuber. I have the technology. Yeah, I think that's enough cringe for me today. It's so windy outside. fuck did I just read? What? Atlas, you should look up Lair, the US city that released the most balloons, ends in the death if two people. It's insane how dumb of an idea. What? Did you have a stroke writing that?
Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and our virtual connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya.
Yeah, well, you should pay attention because it literally reads like you were having a stroke. I mean, hey, at least we only burn down and start, you know, statewide forest fires that cost billions of dollars, you know, and only kill like a couple hundred people for gender reveals now, instead of, you know, polluting.
Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now.
Oh wait, are you telling me that basically nothing has changed in 40 years?
Wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in the same sky, when I'm on the other side.
Ugh. Oh boy.
Fingers stained with blood, been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality. Driving all day, searching all night, can't seem to focus this double sight. This is a tale sworn in a sight, finding my way back to life.
Stop it. All right.
One specific frequency.
Making my way downtown. Alright, so how are we gonna do this?
Warning, Neo detected. Warning, Neo detected.
Oh.
Warning, get ready to evacuate. Warning, get ready to save.
Sometimes a disaster, sometimes we get free. Oh, you take the long way to stay close to me. I don't want another, I just wanna breathe. You take me higher, you stay close to me. Oh, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Yeah, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Oh, we chase the night. Oh, I feel so alive, feel so alive. The dark won't cloud my eyes. Yeah, I feel
Oh wait, I was gonna do round. Bing bong ding bong. A little bit of clipping, but that's fine. Damn, I really shouldn't have eaten that chicken. Oh wait, I guess I can't go there. Damn. See. Get it out? Yeah. All right. Huh? Yeah. So TLDR. eating that chicken made me super sleepy. So, what if we did like this is a little courtyard area, and then you go back here, or go back here. And then let's do a raised house. So we'll do it like this. Oh wait, brown. What do you mean, rip? There's no reason to say that. I'm just fat and sleepy. Oh, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just sleepy. And my back is killing me, but that's a whole nother issue. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Just one of those things I gotta deal with. Um, gonna put it there. Yeah. bum, 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 bum. So, how much do I want the city to expand? Technically doesn't have a road path anymore. I think what I want to do is the city will go here and then only a little bit farther inland. Let's see. All right, fuck it. Let's save this and see. Knowing my luck, it would be everybody and their sisters, cousins, ex-boyfriend's wife, twice, 3 times removed, first cousin by blood. You know, buttfuckers are all weirdos. All the weirdos. All of the weirdos. You know what I need to do is I need to just get an AI to fucking randomly write me messages to say. I'm supposed to ask people to repeat them in the YouTube comments. Oh my god, it's buttfuckers. Me, my mom, my sister. Her ex-boyfriend's cousins twice removed. Fuck is my phone? There it is. Is the latest version. I can't talk right now. I can't even see my phone straight. Steam is the latest version. Discord is beta testing for donators. Um. E. Oh, God damn it. Sorry, I'm just working on some stuff off screen. My channel. Okay, that uploaded. That's cool. Wait, actually. How are you still at 33%? I guess it's kind of like, well, never mind. I'm not going to make that analogy. Doesn't really make sense. It is all about the weather. And that's right. I was gonna fuck it. Wrong button. There we go. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta get some more coffee. Actually, what I probably should do is drink something cold instead of warm. Just sitting here, pretty much falling asleep, fucking spacing out. I mean, I'm not really falling asleep. I'm just sitting here fucking staring at the screen. Which, of course, is pretty much what I'm going to do anyways, because I want the city to be dense, but not so dense that it's fucking laggy. Shaloon. It's fine. I'll go like this. Oh, wait. Wrong building. Ouch. Fucking Flame Wheel got me back into League of Legends today. Was playing fucking Aram before I went to go and get something to eat. Okay. And then we'll do some campfires, huh? Or some tents, I mean. Who the hell was I playing with then? Not Flame. Fucking. I genuinely don't even remember who the fuck I was playing with. Fucking, Jesus Christ. Snowball. Fucking my ass was over here, and I was just like, I don't know why, but in my head, your name just automatically popped up. Stop! I don't want this. Stupid. And so tense. Camping. Damn. Excuse-moi. What do you sell? Materials, huh? Thank you. And then I think that I want to kind of wrap some houses here and then wrap some houses here. And then back here, I'll just have... What the fuck will I have? I guess some farms and stuff? Mm, guess what I could do is like right here, do a little shanty town. Or maybe over here. Swamp platform medium and 2. Swamp platform medium. Medium 1. Medium 1. And I'll sneak another one. Or maybe what I'll do is this. So 1, 2, 3. Then oh, that's right. Actually, now that I have this, lubba dub dub. 3 men in a tub. Me, my cousin, and I, and her brothers, sisters, uncles, mothers, brothers. First, second cousin move. And then if I delete these, furniture, animated, animated. But then, what did I do with? No. No. No, 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 no. Shop. I don't know why it would be there, but with a check. Oops, pillows. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a better den. Bring a little life to it. Nice-oo. Nice-oo.
What? Oh no!
What's up, Hoop? Thank you for the raid. All 12 of you. Hopefully you guys are having fun. I'm currently in just a very rambly mood because I ate a whole rotisserie chicken before I started streaming. So I'm kind of fighting a food coma right now. A whole chicken, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was sick last week and then some shit happened this week and then fucking, you know, the day just rolled around and all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I was like, screw it. I'm just going to spoil myself. And I walked into Target thinking I was going to get like a box of Pop-Tarts and I was like, you know what I haven't bought is like pre-cooked, you know, like hot and ready food in a long time. And I saw that chicken sitting there and I was just like, yeah, well, shit, fuck, I'll go and get a rotisserie chicken. I bought a small salad as well. Just like a chef salad with balsamic. Ate that first and then just kind of just watched some YouTube for stream and ate the chicken. I'm currently rebuilding Carsey, one of the towns when it was first added to Genesis. It's from Swishos's The Hook expansion. This is the Grand Bazaar. And so I went ahead and renamed it from the Grand Bazaar because it was a name that didn't entirely fit. And then the general idea is that if I turn off roads real quick, and the general idea is that you would be in, you walk over here. So you walk from within the swamp all the way over here, and then you come across the bridge, and your first impression is basically this. And you've got, it's not necessarily meant to look like a market here, but the very first thing you see is the giant dome. And then you start to see the market stalls, and then you'll end up walking in here. This interior isn't currently loaded, but... So then you walk... Okay. Then you... walk in here. Which one are we? Okay. So yeah, then you walk in here. And you'll have market stalls in here, and this is basically just one giant bar. So you'll have a bunch of people in here selling and trading stuff, shouting at you to come and trade with them, and you'll have some market stalls near the front door. But for the most part, basically, people will be walking around inside there, jumping from table to table, trying to sell their wares, you know, with backpacks and stuff like that. So this is, you know, this surprisingly isn't a lot of buildings. But yeah, so then you have your roads. What did I press? So you have your roads, and your road will take you basically around here and then out this gate. And then it goes over here where Clown Steady is. And then I'm kind of trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this area. I just changed out the covers on this. And then if I bring this guy back. Okay. So now I have this is a drug den. Now I have this asset which is static, which he's not going to be able to get to for some dumbass reason. All right. So I have this asset which is static. But he's not going to come over here, is he? Damn it, you fucking dumbass AI. Okay. So anyways, I have this asset, as I was saying, which is static, and they just basically sit here, and then Katarina added this, and this is animated. You actually see their chest breathe in. But yeah, so little drug addict den. And then these are where your slaves will be. They have slaves and hang out in their cages. This guy was fighting somebody for some reason. I'll probably add in some kind of police squad. Maybe like, I don't know, here or something like that. But, yeah, and then so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put farms or something back here, and then I guess fill out kind of like the rest of the town here. So along the edges, you'll have more houses, and then on the interior, you'll have farms and resources and stuff like that, I think is what I'll probably end up doing. If you guys are new to Genesis, I am currently working on a massive total overhaul for Kenshi. I'm sure some of you probably know what it is, but if you don't, long story short, basically I took on a project that was effectively abandoned, but I took on a project and went out of my way to let me see, turn off roads on the map. To fix a bunch of stuff and overhaul how everything works. And so I got my hands on assets like this whenever it loads in. It'll take a second. But basically I did Shark from the ground up. It's gonna freeze here for a second. There we go. So we'll let it load in, and then I'll turn off the fog and I'll show you guys the new shark. Here we go. So this is the new shark. Of course, it looks super small, you know, but it's all completely vertical. And still got to redo the hounds. I've got to, let me see. This interior is done. I did this for Iron Haven. But yeah, so this is the new shark. And then you've even got like a completely, this is part of Katarina's mods as well. I redid this entire casino interior. Of course, it's still loading. But yeah, I've got let me see real quick. Use all of the features and stuff that we have now on Twitch right before I start streaming on Kick. So I'll let this load in while I find this link. Let the bar fill out, and you guys will be able to that's not what I wanted to do. Pin this manually or okay, there we go. Okay. Let's speed it up a little bit. Everybody sit down. So most bars in Genesis now have this table's a little high, but they now have animations and stuff like that. These guys are eating. Obviously, it doesn't make sense if they're wearing helmets and stuff like that, but it's fun. It brings life. This guy's drinking. This guy's drinking. These guys are playing cards. These guys are playing cards. I don't know what they're playing. Playing Go. The animations are not perfect, but they bring so much life to the game that I think, it's one of those things that it brings so much freshness. They're playing some kind of dice game. They're supposed to be rolling the dice. Let's see. This guy's over here smoking. You can take a okay, hold on 1 second now. Okay. And players will be able to use all of this stuff. They'll be able to go out of their way and oh, that's right, I've got effects turned off. So you can take a shower. And the cool thing about, so this bathtub actually acts like a bed, so people can heal in it. Kind of just plain. It's a bed, acts like a bed, but it looks like a tub. But one of the clever things is that these are technically, according to the AI, impassable. So the NPCs in this particular case won't try and path in this room. So what you can do is act like this is, well, I say that and then he is standing in here, but they don't typically path through these curtains. But yeah, so then you can act like this is a private room for yourself. This is the flute animation. This is the lute. It's like a guitar. Bear in mind, the bigger your character and stuff, the more jank it looks. But yeah, so there's a bunch of new animated idols and stuff like that for furniture. There's probably a couple dozen more to come in the future. Let's see. There's one that I think I was actually really, really proud of, because I was actually able to trick the game into doing something it doesn't want to do. So this shopkeeper, if you do not give me this, no, give me the shop. Thank you. So this shopkeeper is standing outside. And as you can see, they're wiping down the counter. Obviously, it's in the swamp. It's constantly raining, and etc., etc. But I can use this animation, and I can use this animation spot. So what I did was I placed the shopkeeper animation spot, the little shoe prints right here that you see on the ground, and then I slid them outside. So because technically this is the exterior of a house, nobody uses items on the exterior of a house. So even if you were to put like a stove here, NPCs won't use it. They'll go inside to use the stove in there. So what I did was I put everything inside here, and then I moved it outside just by sliding it with the build menu, and then it turned into this. And many times that doesn't work, but it's some certain buildings like this, like the drug and fish person, and it may seem stupid for people who don't mod a lot of games, create mods, but something like this it just brings, even if it's small, it brings a lot more life to the world. Like you're running through the swamps and all of a sudden you get to town and you see just a shopkeeper and they're like, hey, I have fish for sale. Hey, I have some drugs for sale. Come over here, friend. And they're like standing at a counter, wiping the counter down. It brings just that little bit more love to the world. But then, so this was the first vertical city that I ever did. Custom assets, and then I have new stick assets. I got rid of stuff like the hiver, not the hiver, the limb vendors, and I condensed them into the twin blades, who in vanilla lore are the people who will, cut off your body parts and sell them to other people, as a racketeering business. There's so many changes. Let's see. We can jump over to the Holy Nation. And the general idea is that, as I'm working through this update, I'm preparing the world for pretty much the final pass on towns. And so this will allow me to, once I'm done with most of the towns, what's up, Parawar? Or Paramo? But once I'm done with the final pass of the towns, then I'm able to go back and finalize the tech levels. As you can see, if I open up the building menu, I've cleaned it up, but technology-wise, it's still super messy. But you'll have all these categories, and then these categories are not necessarily always unlocked through the tech tree. Sometimes it's just blueprints. So in the case of like hive buildings, you'll have to go and buy hiver notebooks to build the buildings along with the materials to build the buildings. Or if you start off as hivers, then you'll have the research unlocked. But then you'll also, instead of, going and getting to tech level 3, there's already a copper item furnace. But so instead of getting to tech level 3 and then you just magically unlock hive buildings, you have to go to the hive to get hive building unlocks, unless you start off as a hiver. But so I added a bit of love to the Holy Nation. So this is the new temporary church. I'm waiting on a bunch of assets from Boron. But so the church, if you don't know in vanilla, for those of you watching, if you don't know, in the base game, the Holy Nation Church and the Holy Nation Military are technically two separate factions, The church has kind of twisted the religious teachings of Ockrans over time, and it's become more and more fanatical. And then the military arm is basically the Phoenix, to some extent believes that he should be the one ruling over the church, not the church trying to lead him, blah, blah, blah. They're not necessarily hostile towards each other. It's just two different ideologies clashing. So, whenever you get a prayer day, you'll get these guys as the bodyguards. You'll get these guys as their little squad members. And then you'll have your priests show up. I've still got to change their faces, make sure that they're super clean cut and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is the church. Not necessarily much to do here, but there'll be, you know, there's some loot. Sometimes it's just like the pearl stuff, holy edicts, monk tops, holy books, and stuff like that. And of course, much like in vanilla, they'll also have human teeth in them. And then I've already got a custom new building asset for the Holy Phoenix. Boron also made a new sign, so you can find the churches. But so, just slowly over time, I've refined who spawns with what and what they look like. And so this is the Holy Nation, right? They've got rusty weapons, rusty metal weapons. If they're like civilians, and they've got these burlap sacks and burlap skirts and the little cloth hat and these odd backpacks. And they've got little bags that they can spawn with, and they've also got like the Holy Nation armor, and sometimes the armor looks cleaner, and so you can get a sense of not necessarily a primitive life, but kind of like Amish people is kind of the aesthetic I was trying to go for with the civilians. It kind of Amish. You know, in some cases you might be Amish, but you're not necessarily very religious, but you love the community that you're in, so you know, go along with the religion. So I tried to mix it up. But they've got their own unique bags, little slippers and stuff like that. You of course have your armors, your crossbowmen. Of course, Chris decides to make one minor change right after I add this. The shirts. So if I open up developer mode, click on him, and then open his inventory. So I merged this from 2% Nate the other day, and then literally a day later, they released 1.0.64, which has its own problems and is broken to a smaller extent. But so I merged this, and now all of a sudden, NPCs can spawn with belt items, so I don't even need the goddamn shirt items anymore. And I was like, what the fuck, Chris? You know, thank you. It's a minor change, but thank you. But also, fuck you. If you're not going to update the game anymore, don't update the game. I mean, I'm thankful, but also, again, fuck you. Yeah. Anyway, so you've got your heavy armor, you've got your lighter armor, different color schemes. Again, I should probably go through and make sure that they're not green before I ship out the update. If you guys have never seen and never played Genesis, turn around. The Phoenix has his own unique armor set, and it's basically just a retexture of the original armor set, but it's like gold plated and chained and stuff like that. Here's his little buddy, the Inquisitors and stuff like that. And then, so like I said, I'm waiting on assets. I'm gonna crash my game. One of these days, I'm gonna crash my game if I don't stop pressing all these goddamn buttons. All right, let's just go to the desert because it'll be harder to, I mean, easier to see there. And it's not quite as laggy. Okay. Oh, right. I need to. Okay. So now, as you can see, I'll just give you a precursory glance. You have your normal storm buildings. If you guys have ever played with Forgotten Buildings or more buildings, you guys, you know the storm houses, stuff like that. We have some custom kit bash assets that Snug made for us. You have everything under the sun related to hivers. You have the new swamp dome. You have the original hut. You have a hiver L house. You have a hiver lookout tower, which is just a more wooden primitive version of the lookout tower. You have a watchtower from them. You have a station house from them. You have, custom assets for hivers. You have furniture. You have armor. You have stuff like shelves. You have tiny little huts. Give me that. You have tiny little huts. So, so if you're playing a hiver playthrough, you can do all the cool things as a hiver, and, now you have all this furniture and it's all thematically fitting and stuff like that. And then the Holy Nation has its own assets. One of my favorite new buildings is this complete custom thing. This is the Holy... Place it. This is the new Holy Phoenix's house. Completely functional. Of course, I say that, and the interior won't load. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess the interior's not going to load. I say completely functional and I break it. Okay, well, I managed to break it somehow. But, we can go inside. It's got it, and I haven't done too much to I haven't done too much to the interiors here, but I've gone ahead and let's see. Why did it break? And what broke? This entire floor is not loading for some reason. Well, or this one. That's not good. Oh, that's what it's called. Holy Citadel. Weird. But he has a new building. There's new gates, there's new walls. The Shek have their own building variations and stuff like that. So, and then the entire idea is, of course, ow man, my back is fucking killing me. The entire idea is that, you know, when you come across a town, I want players to not only feel like the town itself has a unique function, even if it's practically the same as every other town in game, but not only does it have a unique function, but it visually is unique. Even if it uses the same assets as every other town, you know, in the same faction, I want it to be built in such a way that when you look at a town, you're like, oh, hey, I can see cracks on the walls. I can see this and that and blah, blah, blah. I know that this town is probably sitting at tech level 3. So I can probably find tech level 3 stuff here. So Shobatai, small little trader's hub, as you can see, and not quite as big as something like Heft in the distance. But so what you have is you have Shobatai, which is smack dab in the middle of the Great Desert. And then you have a couple hive villages up here and over here. And, you know, maybe they establish a trade route through this area or something like that. And so now they stop here and they go, you know, over to Bark or something like that. So you have a small little trade hub and a couple villages and stuff like that. But it's as dense as it is, it looks super light. Or as dense as it looks, it functions super light. And then, you know, of course, I didn't just add new buildings, you know, to the hivers. I also rebuilt their villages with new buildings. So now you have completely unique buildings and assets and stuff like that. And they function, you know, in such a way that you have one, basically all the high villages are one village. They just look kind of slightly sort of different. But they're basically just all clones of one another placed multiple times. Same thing with the ruins and stuff like that. But what I was able to do with the new assets is I was able to go through those asset lists, and basically the way I had it was I set it up so that every hive village can spawn 10 bars, 10 factories, 10 security towers, 10 traders, and then like 20 residential. And then so what it came down to was basically just placing X amount per village, and all of a sudden you have completely separate villages. So like in this case, I have a hive trader and I have a hive robotics, and then I have everything else is, you know, this is the police station, there's a bar, there's a factory. But if I wanted to, I could put down 2 more factories, and all of a sudden now I have more of a production plant village. So every village is unique, even if it's literally the exact same village as every other one. You know, like this high village is this high village, is this high village, is this one, and then obviously this one's uniquely named because it is unique. Yeah, and then overall general optimizations and stuff like that I've been working on in the background while I wait for other modders to finish up their projects and then decide if I want to make those mods the exclusive requirements that Genesis probably was never going to have, but you know, the benefits overall are too great. Recently I just finished 9.0 ruin rework, so all of the ruins are now completely unique. Hello. I'm just chatting to my new raider friends. So if we jump over here, but I moved a bunch of the ruins around. I changed a bunch of the ruins and how they functioned. I changed their loot. So eventually I'll have to make some tweaks and balances based on larger community feedback. I am the creator of Genesis, yes. So in this case, the vaults that were added by legendary weapons now have... I'm not going to show you their loot, but they now have... yeah, no problem, man. They now have more unique enemies. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. And here they come, here they come. So now you have robotic enforcers, and they have, you know, big long weapons, and you know, you have your robot guards in here. Some of them are headless and falling apart, and then they'll spawn with different bodies as well. And then you have these guys, the old Ironsides. So in this particular case, this is a boss. As you can see, you've got... Come back here. You've got new bookshelf assets. New power generator assets. Yeah, so there's a bunch of... Oh, I mean, there's probably thousands of changes. Yes, you can recruit them. Ironically, in the next update in 9.0, if I open up this bad boy, go here and show platoons on the map. Turn off the foliage and... Oh. Damn dogs. All the time. Stupid dogs. Fingers crossed we will see them pop up soon enough. Great, more fucking dogs. What am I? Oh. Bum bum bum. Show platoon markers. Bump it a bum. See. Spider. Spider. This is probably a terrible example. But I made them, as you can tell, I made them rare. So they'll be pretty hard to find. And then the actual recruitable ones that you would want to find are even harder to find because they're mixed in and they're hostile, but they're mixed in with a group of other robots that you'll have to hunt down. Let's see. Doges are still there. Oh, here we go. So let's see. Pretty sure that is not the one. What are you, a spider? Yeah. But basically, what you will be looking for is this guy, but he'll have a companion with him. And when you go to fight him, you're looking for a rusted version. So this one, if I click on it, it's called Broken. The one that you want is rusted. And you'll be able to tell the difference because when you go to fight, they look exactly the same, by the way. The only difference is one can run, and the other one, in this case, the broken one, actually hobbles everywhere. Yeah, so long story short, sometimes they'll be mixed together, and you'll find the recruitable ones. You'll find them, and they'll be. So hold on, let's go back here. Open up dev menu. So I'll show you what these guys actually look like. When you recruit them, yeah, I love their design too. When you recruit them, and you get them, what you're looking for is different backpacks. So, in this case, he turns invisible for some reason. Dang, I really wish there was a running one right now. Right now. Oh, wait. Well, and just do this. Yes, Iron Trail. What the unholy hell? Oh, birds. Okay, so theoretically, so you have broken, 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 broken. Okay, so that squad was actually all brokens. Bunch of spiders spawned. As you can tell, there's a new ruin. Spiders. I'm going to be very disappointed if at least one rusted doesn't show up. How are these? Spiders. Of course, they're spiders. There's new animal types, or sub-races, I should say. That's because you suck. Broken, 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 broken. They're pretty rare because I didn't want players, because they technically count as animals. I didn't want players getting it in their heads that, doing X and Y is super, super fun and super, super easy to do because, Jimmy Jam Jim Bob on YouTube was like, yeah, I have this great YouTube series. Everybody should watch it. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And you should definitely do this kind of run. So I made them super rare so that players don't get stuck in basically an animal only run. Because I've seen that happen before. Oh, scavengers. I think maybe it's weighted a little too low. Maybe there should be almost one every area, but who knows? No, wait, what the hell is over here? Yeah, they're supposed to be parasites. And then let me see. Who the fuck messaged me? Whiny head, big baby. You're about right. So he redid the heads for his mod, and I told him they suck, and he got really mad at me because I think they suck. I don't actually think they suck, but so Paramo, these are to be fair, the bodies are much better done. The detail is better, the shading is better and stuff like that. The normal maps are better. You don't have the texture is also better, but so he did the kind of these eyes. In my personal opinion, I actually prefer this head. But he redid the hands. He did some of the clothing and stuff like that. So feel free to go blow him up on Discord and let him know that they suck and that I sent you. And then just tell him I think they suck. Oh, he is in chat. Okay, so everybody just tell him they suck. Yeah, so joking aside though, if I was the designer, I probably in all honesty would have finished the first set and been done with them, because to me it wasn't like, now bear in mind you're the designer, but if it was me, if it was just me, and I was like, do I as a modder think that this is finished? My answer would be yes. The mod is done. Fine functionally. Maybe there's more backstory and more guns and more weapons and more armor and stuff that you want to add to it along the way, but functionally the mod and its main concept of content is done. So for me, I would spend more time on expanding the functionality. Right, but I mean, have you seen what people play with when it comes to Kenshi, right? You know what I mean? Like you're over here and you're stressing about an extra, bit of texture fidelity. That's not to say that it isn't a worthwhile endeavor, but at the same time, it's also like, would you not be more fulfilled as a creator putting, more content into the mod? And then less time worrying over certain aesthetics. But yeah. So it all comes down to, how you're viewing, what you're doing and is it a worthwhile endeavor? And Jesus Christ, my PC is burning up. My laptop, I say. My laptop, I say. Jolly good old chap. Thanks, Mr. Gatsby. What a sad movie, by the way. I watched Mr. Gatsby the other day. Such a sad movie. Damn, big old bad boy is burning up. Shut the fuck up about the donut tutorial. It's a great tutorial. You don't need to shit on people's donuts. Not that it has any real effect, but don't shit on people's donuts. They think that it makes them a great modder, a great content, a great modeler. No, it's not. I mean, maybe it needs another. Well, technically, it just needs better ventilation. I need one of those. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you're talking about the one on Reddit. I thought you were talking about the video. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I was super, super thorough when people would ask, back on Reddit, when people would ask, hey, how do I add this? I would be like, do it in this particular steps, in this particular order, just to ensure that you don't mess it up and blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Damn, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I'm still fighting that food coma. Okay, so I think I have a pretty good idea for Carsey and how I want to do it, because I've been thinking about that while I was talking about other things. I'm pretty sure I know how I want to do it. Jordan, I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing. Does that just mean you're easy to impress? Like if I send you a picture of a dog barking, or I mean a video of a dog barking, you know what I mean? Like if I go to my downloads and I go, let me see. If I open this up and I'm like, oh my god, hi Jordan. How are you doing today? You know? Wow, what a great day it is to be a modder. This is me, I am Atlas. Wow. Look at me, I am a PNG YouTuber. Tuber tutorial simulator. Wow. Oh, what fun. Oh my gosh. Woo, we're streaming. Yay. Uh, uh, oh no. I can just put that as a video and put that on loop for you if you want. Upload it to YouTube. Bum ba dum bum bum. I just realized my music is not playing. Still more entertaining than my actual gameplay. See? See? That's what I'm talking about. So, Jordan, it just means that you, as a person, are super easily entertained. Let me see. Is this supposed to rain tonight? It's what, 7 o'clock? I have to leave by 9:30. Alright, let's try and finish this up in the next 20-ish minutes. It's supposed to rain all night. That sucks. It's because it's me. Nice. More. So, and then I think what I want to do is I want to do kind of buildings here, and then maybe like a main road. So buildings kind of here, and then a main road just straight through it, and then like farms. So let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Damn, I have to pee. Well, how far do I want to go? Let's start here. So main pathway, and then buildings will go here, I guess. And then kind of the same thing here. And then maybe some farther down. But yeah, no, I'm super duper excited to get rid of this damn update. Get it off my hands as soon as I can. Start working on other parts of Genesis finally. Because I figure once this is all polished and buffed out, I'm probably not going to change it too much. But even if I do want to change it, the template is there. I know how to make my way through that new template and how it's set up in the FCS. So it all just comes down to, you know, people using or fuck, I forgot immediately what the fuck I was saying. What the fuck was I saying? I literally, as I was talking, started to think about something else. And just mid fucking sentence. Fuck. Anyways. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm, you know, super sleepy and stuff, but what I was going to work on when this update is done. Oh yeah, so stuff like I don't even know if this is what I was saying, but I guess just as a secondary tangent until I probably won't remember what I was saying, so I might as well just move on from that point of the conversation. I want to get into the dialogue and the AI because that'll be really fun to get into. It's really simple, but once the tech update is done, then I'll be able to, like, let's say I add a new faction building or something like that, then I can just add it to a blueprint, or I can add it to a tech level. You know, I don't have to, you know, push and pull and tweak something and then ensure that some requirement isn't broken. I can just go, hey, here's a new more type building, add it to the more blueprints. You know, it's about this side, add it to the small more blueprints or something like that. But yeah, that'll be fun. And then moving on into the, let's see, into the dialogue and AI space. Yeah. You know, that's just one of those things where I feel like I can also bring an immense amount of love and attention to detail there as well. Because I've probably written or changed maybe 100 lines of dialogue in Genesis since I picked it up. So it'll be a real good test of skills to figure out how do I want to do this? I think I'll do a back-to-back brown, because that gives you a little walkie-walkie space. And then let's see, I'm gonna put maybe 3 or 4 buildings here. So bum. Yeah, speaking to sweet sweetie. Anyways, the gent that was talking earlier. Gameplay, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is a learning experience. I know you're probably joking. I'm not going to remember your name. I'm really not. So, but you know, YouTube is a learning experience. It's one of those things that I really enjoy the process, not just like mod creation, but also, you know, YouTube content as a whole. I like making, especially because, yeah, you know, something like this, most people outside of a stream where they can like instantly interact with me, you would think I'd never watch that on YouTube, but people watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like people that can't attend the streams, they're like, hey, what happened in the last stream? You know, so uploading the VODs and stuff like that is a fun learning experience for me because you know, if you guys as people are having fun in the stream, you know, and you're able to interact with me, I feel like that makes it more engaging content wise than most people would think. Again, I know you were teasing, but I felt like it was a worthwhile response to pursue. All right, so let's see. Not really. It's one of those things where, like, I think I stuttered there. I think that, especially when it comes to, you know, people who are nervous, streaming and making content, I think that one viewer who will come by eventually. Okay, well, ads just started. Thanks, Twitch, for letting me know. I mean, it's only a 30-second ad. Oh, wait. No, they should be done. But that one viewer... So I don't think a lot of people realize, you know, when you start streaming, it becomes like a mental thing. You know what I mean? Like, right now I've got, you know, I've got 10 people publicly watching me. But I'm pretty sure if I go to users and chat, you know, I've got more than 10 people watching. Not including the bots. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with the bot. Maybe a bot. But anyways, so that one viewer that comes by and is like, hey man, you know, what are you playing? And then talks to the streamer. I don't think they realize like how important they are to the creative process. You know what I mean? Because it gives people that platform and that space, the brevity of this, you know, of a certain situation to be able to go, all right, now I have a little bit more confidence. You know, that one viewer is the most important step along the entire journey. You know, and then of course everybody focuses on the numbers. They don't focus on what's going on behind the scenes. So you end up with a lot of people who, you know, for all I know, because the way Twitch works, it may say 10, yeah, it may say 10 viewers, you know what I mean? But for all I know, fucking somebody's on the Tor browser and they're not showing up, but they're actually in chat and they're just lurking, and you know, I'm streaming to 5,000 people. It's always the person that's like, you know what I mean? Now, I don't think anybody likes backseat gaming to an extent. I think that's annoying. And I don't think a lot of people realize that's annoying, but it would be like you pick up a brand new game you've never played before. Like, let's say, I don't know, Elden Ring. You, as a person, have never played Elden Ring before, and I'm over here and I'm going, you know, sitting right next to you going, hey, dude, get that sword. No, you're doing it all wrong. No, dude, no, but seriously, dude, come on, you're doing it wrong. Dude, no, you have to, one more point in the dex. Come on, man. Like, what are you doing? No, you, like, no, I understand what you want to do. You want to play a magic character, but that just means you're a little bitch, so go back and get the sword. Yeah, so it you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a difference between backseat gaming and being genuinely curious, especially, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of viewers, they're like, you know, I don't want to appear like I'm backseat gaming, but maybe you as a person, you're just like, I don't know what the fuck you're playing. You know, ask questions, you know, hey, you know, I see you're playing a game I've never heard of before. This Minecraft. that would be the rarest interaction on the internet. You know, but don't be afraid. Don't ever be afraid to, as you know, I guess in particular when it comes to me, don't be afraid to ask questions. But at the same time, you know, in general, don't be afraid to ask streamer questions, because you never know, you know, whether or not that little bit of activity is the make or break situation for a person, because a lot of people stream to be social. You know, unlike me, who streams to be social to a small extent, but also to, you know, create a business out of it, which is the goal. That's the hype. All right. Brown Tower.